दोस्तों हमारे चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करिएगा और बेल आइकन को दबाइए ताकि जब भी हम नए वीडियोस डालें आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाए.
So this is our first question. The question is, what will be the output of the following pseudocode? So as you can see, this is a really small pseudocode. So you have to first of all read the pseudocode and then you have to make the memory diagram so that you can solve it in a better way. So in the first line we have integer a. So that's why I have created this memory block for a, and the value of a is 8, because in the third line there is a statement set a equals to 8. So because of this statement a will have a value 8, and also there is a variable p. So I have created a p block and there is a question mark inside this because we do not know the value of p. Now after this the next statement is p is equals to a plus 5 by 7 into 4. So this statement will look like this: 8 plus 5 by 7 into 4, because the value of a is 8. So in this complete statement, first of all 5 by 7 will be solved. So 5 by 7 will give us a float number, but as you know in programming, integer by integer is always an integer. So 5 by 7 will give us 0. That means this statement will become 8 plus 0 into 4, which will give us 8. So this 8 will be assigned to p, because our statement was p is equals to, that means 8 will be assigned to p. Then after this, in the next line there is a statement print p into 8. So you have to print the value of p multiplied by 8, which means 8 into 8. So 8 into 8 will give us 64. Therefore our answer is 64. Now moving to the next question. So in this question you have to find the output of the following pseudocode for the value of a is equals to 50. So as you can see, there is a function integer fun. The return type of this function is integer and name is fun, and it is taking one argument, which is a itself. So the value of a is given here 50. So I have represented a with this block and the value of a is 50. Now inside this function there is also a variable called b. So I have created a variable b here, and as you can see in the third line there is a statement set b equals to 10. So because of this the value of b will become 10. Then after this there is a statement return a minus v. So in this statement first of all a minus v will be executed, and when we put the value of a is equals to 50 and b equals to 10, it will become 50 minus 10, and 50 minus 10 will be 40. So 40 will be returned from this function. So the output of this pseudocode is 40. Now moving to the third question. So in this question we have three variables x, y and z. So I have represented x, y and z with the help of memory diagram. After that in the next line we have set x equals to 0. So because of this the value of x will become 0, and after that y is equals to 1. So because of this y is initialized with value 1. Now after this there is a for loop. Now in this for loop we have a statement each z from 0 to z. That means the value of z will start from 0 and the loop will iterate till z less than equals to 2. So in the first iteration of this for loop the value of z will be 0. And once we enter this loop, the next statement x equals to x plus y plus z will be executed. So if we substitute the value of x, y and z in this expression, we will get 1, which means the value of x will now become 1. With this, the value of z will also become 1 in the next iteration. So after this, again this line will be executed, and this time when we substitute the value of x, y and z, we will get 3. So now x will become 3. And with this the value of z will become 2. One more last time this loop will be executed and the statement x equals to x plus y plus z will be evaluated. Now this time when we put all the values of x, y and z in this expression, we will get 3 plus 1 plus 2, which is equals to 6. So this time x will become 6. After this loop will not iterate anymore. After this we will move to the last statement, which is print x. So if we print the value of x, so as you can see the value of x is 6 here, which means our answer is 6. Now moving to the fourth question. Now in this question also you have to find the output of this pseudocode, and with this there is a note given here for some of the words and operators which are given in this pseudocode. Mode find the remainder after division of one number by another. So here if you see a word mode in the pseudocode, that means you have to find the remainder. And with this there is an operator which is the bitwise XOR operator. Here when you see this operator, you have to perform the bitwise operation. Now in the pseudocode we have four variables I, J, K and M. So I have represented I, J, K, M in the memory diagram. Then in the next line we have a condition if I XOR J mod equals to 0. So in this line, first of all I XOR J will be evaluated. So for the operation of XOR operator, you have to remember this table. So in this table, as you can see, whenever our inputs are same, the output is 0. And whenever our inputs are different, the output will be 1. So using this table, we can solve this particular statement I XOR J. And for this, first of all, we have to convert I and J in its binary form. So as you can see, 6 will become 0110 and 8 will become 1000 in binary. And when we perform the XOR operation on 6 and 8, so as you can see, the output will be 1110, because as you can see, the last bit has 00. So in the output, it will become 0. And for the rest of the 3 bits, you can see all the 3 bits are different. So their output will be 1. Now after converting this output in decimal form, we will get 14. That means this statement will give us 14. Now the statement will become 14 modulo division 7 double equals to 0. So as you can see, 14 modulo division 7 will give us 0 remainder. So 0 double equals to 0 will give us true condition, which means the if condition is true. So because this if condition is true, the next statement m equals to m plus 1 will be executed, and because of this m will be incremented by 1 and now m will become 2. Now because the if condition was true, so else block will not be executed and we can directly jump to the statement print m. So at the end we have to print the value of m and the value of m is 2. So our output will be